All right, guys, let's do a quick review of all the logarithm stuff we learned last week. So you'll see here that we have log base 3, base means bottom, of 81 equals 8x. So what we learned last week, the way we say that is what I just read. Log, and then you say base 3 because that's the bottom number, and then you say of 81 because that's what we're taking the of. And that's what it's going to be equal to x. And what does it mean? It means this base number to what exponent, so 3 to what exponent is equal to 81. That's what it means. So pause this, write that down, and then continue. So rewriting logs as exponents. So this is really important. When you rewrite it in exponential form, the base number becomes the base of the exponent. So we'll just make a quick note that this is the base and this is the base. Then, and you can kind of see this arrow that I drew here because it kind of moves in a form like that. So it's the base number to this exponent, to the x exponent, and then equals 81. So you're just going in a circle. That's the direction. So the base is the base. This is the exponent. Equals to 81. Equals to 81. So how would I rewrite this one? Well, the base is going to be the base here. So I put that first, 9. Okay. Remember that the number here is going to be the exponent. So I'll do that. So 2 is the exponent, and then equals, and then this right here is always what it's equal to. So it equals 5x plus 1. Okay, that's what you're going to practice in Delta Math. And now how do we put it in the calculator? So pause that, write it down, and then move on. Okay, how to evaluate log with a calculator. So if you see something like this, okay, the way you write this in the calculator is you're going to write log of the of number first. So this is sort of the of number. And then this one is the base. Okay, so the base, remember base means bottom. So think bottom, base, and this is base, so it goes in the bottom of the fraction. Okay, so just remember base, bottom. So you just write log of 1 over 16, so that goes first, divided by log of 64. That goes next. So what does that look like in the calculator? Show you. So I put log. You can type it in if you have a keyboard. Log. And then you put 1 over 16, I think it was. 1 over 16. Close parenthesis. Oops. I put an extra parenthesis in there. Okay. Divided by log of 64. Log, that is not that, 64. Oops, let me do parentheses, 64. And that's what you're going to do, and that would be your answer, okay? And if I want it as a fraction, it would be negative 2 over 3. Is that what it was? Yeah, 1 over 16. So that would be my answer. It would be negative 2 over 3. And it makes sense that it's a negative because the answer is a fraction. Remember that when it equals a fraction, it's a negative exponent. Okay, how to solve exponential equations with log. So this is why we actually use it. We use it to find an unknown exponent. So our first step is to isolate the base and exponent, follow along, and then pause it and take notes. I build my wall where the equal sign is. And what is my base and my exponent? Well, here's the base and here's the exponent. So I have to get that by itself. That's what isolate means. So the first thing I'm going to do, I always get rid of addition or subtraction before I do multiplication. So the opposite of plus 5 is minus 5, and whatever I do to one side, I do to the other. 5's cancel, and I get 11 over here. Bring everything down. Okay. In between the 44 and my base and exponent is multiply. So the opposite of multiply is divide. So instead of multiply by 44, I divide by 44. Whatever I do to one side, I do to the other. And now I have 3 to the x power equals 11 over 44. That's my step 1. The base and the exponent are now by themselves, so I'm perfect. Step 2 is this is where I'm going to rewrite it in log form. So this is what we just practiced. So I write log. Remember that my base is the base, and when you write your base, you write it small and at the bottom. The answer, okay, is the of number, 11 over 44. And then the exponent becomes what it's equal to. Okay? So remember that that's how you have to write it. Just match it up. The more you practice it, the easier it will get. And then how we write it in the calculator, that's the last thing we just learned. You put log parenthesis 11 over 44 divided by log 3. And now we're going to put that in the calculator. So log 11 over, this is why I love Desmos. I can just delete that. And the answer is negative 1.261859, blah, blah, blah. And I would just put that in. So it would be x equals negative whatever it was, 1.26. And that's my answer. So that's what you're going to do. Good luck practicing.